About the way that the personnel interact in the remote business, it generally starts with actually the advance work. This is going to be both through the management. In our case, Karen Brinton deals with our business and our clients and so on, and establishes the contract and the terms to do the show. Generally, myself and or Phil Gittimer will be in contact with with the band, with the PA company, with the production company to advance all these items, find out the details. You got to know where you're going to get there, and you got to know who you're playing with. That's probably one of the most important stages of a remote. But once we do get there, of course, that's can be very complicated in itself. The travel arrangements, sending the truck 3,000 miles across the country, et cetera, et cetera. But when we do finally arrive, it's generally the core crew of myself is the engineer. We have our own technician, Phil Gittimer, who handles all of the tape machines, the interface with power and video and so on. We also have a stage manager who is that depends on the type of show. We have a number of people that we use. They are freelancers, and they tend to have specialties. These are some of the career opportunities that are available, and getting into them is often a difficult situation. Obviously, from the engineering side of it, you almost have to start out in either in the live PA engineering side of things or the studio, or preferably both. To be an all-around engineer and find your way into opportunities where you can do live recording, and that's mostly a question of really pushing and looking for the opportunities. From a technical standpoint, this is one of the areas where there are more job opportunities than I think anywhere else. Is for people that have, not necessarily an electrical engineering degree, but an aptitude and a real interest in the technology. Of course, today, especially in the computer end of things, but. There are a lot of people that maybe started out wanting to be engineers or musicians that now occupy some very good positions in technical fields in the recording business, especially live. Management, as we spoke about, is another wonderful opportunity. If your skills go there, and you don't have to have an MBA there either, but you do have to have a lot of common sense and a lot of people skills, which is paramount for all of those positions. The other position that's a good entry one are what they call the A2s in the television world, the audio assists or the stage assistants. And those we generally when we bring in someone that's new, those generally come out of the ranks of the touring sound reinforcement companies, that have road experience. Guys that came up with bands and bar bands and so on and so forth. They have good solid road chops, and that's probably the entry level for any of this, because you really have to learn your stagecraft and know what's going on out there on the mic side of the glass to be of any use. And from there you can progress up through the ranks, as have a number of people, myself included, who have come in that way. I know there's a lot of, there are a lot of schools, a lot of specialized schools these days. But in this end of the business, it doesn't guarantee you any entree into it. You really have to have, it's the catch-22. You have to have some road experience. You have to have, feel comfortable and have your sea legs, out on the road before you can get anywhere.